What's up, best friend? Girl, how are you? I hope that you all are doing well. Thank you guys for checking out this video whenever you get the chance. I know it has been a minute since I checked in with you all, but for good reason, okay? So I wanted to come on, check in with my friends before we wrap up 2023, which, y'all, I'm so ready. Like, let's wrap it up, put it in archives, and move on to 2024. I am so grateful for everything in 2023, but I feel like it has been one of the longest and most challenging years of my life, literally. I'm grateful for all of it, but I'm also just over it at this point. Like, let's move on. I'm ready to receive all of the newness, all of the new experiences, all of the new opportunities that await me. Listen, I am welcoming it with open arms, friend. So I'm not quite sure if this is going to be my last video of 2023, but I knew I at least wanted to come on and check in with you guys because I have not shown my face here in a while. Girl, I hope that you all are ready for a little life update, a little chit chat. But before we dive into that, I really hope that you guys are prioritizing yourself, your mental, your spirit, all of the things in the season that we prioritize others. Definitely take care of yourself. Take a little time for yourself because that's important. You deserve it, and definitely extend yourself that grace. So with all of that, girl, let's get into what's really been going on. So I don't want to say no names, but somebody has officially obtained her bachelor's degree. What? Like, what, y'all? I am done with school, and I could not be more proud of myself in this moment. I did the hard thing, right? Like, I focused on what I could control, and I did the freaking hard thing, and I'm done. Like, I freaking did it. I posted on the community tab. If you guys follow me there, then you would have seen it. I want to say thank you for all of the love and the support that y'all gave your girl, because hype me up, girl. Like, girl, hype your girl up. I'm just so grateful and so freaking proud of myself, and I want to say that out loud, that I'm proud of myself, because I feel like a lot of times we do not celebrate ourselves. Baby, I'm celebrating me. Like, this time I'm celebrating Nina. I want to thank me, girl. I'm just so freaking proud of myself. So that is the biggest life update. A few of you wanted to know about me going back to school and what I went to school for. So this is my second degree. I got my first degree in management development. It was my associate's degree in 2013, so 10 years ago. And here I am with my bachelor's in freaking 2023. And here we are. It just goes to show, like, if you stay focused, and the goal doesn't have to change. How you get to the goal may change, but the goal does not have to change. So, of course, but I got my associate's degree in 2013 in management development, and it was a struggle. I have been wanting to get my bachelor's degree for a really long time. I am one of those people that value education. I think it's so important. I think it's so rewarding and so empowering. Like, you can't take that away from me, right? Like, that's mine. I did that. And so I wanted to get my degree for a really, really long time, but I put everything else before me. And not only that, life was lifing, and I had to do what I had to do. I also have over 10 years of HR experience, which has been the bulk of my profession, and I love being in that profession, right? Like, I absolutely love helping people tailor their careers. My last position that I held was in benefits. I now know, after working in that field, what I would like to do moving forward and the things that I don't want to do. I've did it all. I've done recruiting, I've did clerk work, the paperwork, the onboarding, new hire orientation. Girl, If it was a part of the people department, your girl has done it, and I'm so grateful for that because I have been able to step in all kinds of areas and learn so much. So when I was able to finally get that window of opportunity to obtain my bachelor's degree, girl, I jumped right on it. I was in an accelerated course. I finished my degree in 18 months, y'all. It was some long nights, honey. Some tears were shed. And not only that, I was getting my degree during some of the most challenging times of my entire adult life. So working through that was really challenging. But here we are, and I got my bachelor's. It is in human resources with a concentration in organizational leadership. Do I plan on going to get my master's? Because some people may wonder. Yes, I do. I'm not quite sure when I want to do that, but right now I just want to celebrate this win and this moment because I deserve that, right? Like, I deserve to celebrate me, and you deserve to celebrate you. And if you are thinking about furthering your education or doing anything that is hard and you feel it's out of your reach, maybe take this as a sign. Like, just do it. Like, go for it, girl. You got it and you freaking deserve it. So yeah, that's the biggest update, y'all. I still am taking it all in, taking it all in stride. And not only did I finish my bachelor's degree, but give it up for this 4.0. Girl, what? Who is she? Like, who is she right now? So yes, that was not the plan, but it worked out that way, and here we are. So with all of that goodness, let's talk about social media, like content moving forward, what that's gonna look like in 2024. Now that I have some time on my hands, I can really devote more time to creating content because I love being in this space. I know that this year I've been hella inconsistent, but one, you know, we moved from Georgia to a whole nother state. I was still in school full time, y'all. I've never stopped going to school during the move. Again, personal challenges have happened, but I was still coming back and dabbling into content here and there when I had space to do so. So I do want to put out more content in 2024, just kind of get back into a rhythm slowly. You guys know that I did share that I don't plan on putting my home on display for the internet anymore, and I lost quite a few followers, and that's okay, right? Like, people come to social media and come to YouTube to find content that they can relate to where they are. So if I'm no longer meeting that space of where someone is, I want them to go out and find content that they are happy watching. Hey, no harm, no foul here. I appreciated those people while they were here, but if I'm no longer putting out content that they want to see, then most definitely, girl, do you boo. But for my friends that are still here, I want to pump out more content in 2024. I don't want it to be like overwhelming for myself. I just want to do it as I enjoy it, but definitely more than what I did in 2023. So I just don't want to lock myself into a niche to where I get burnt out or I get bored with the content that I'm putting out, because then my creative juices aren't there, girl, and I get bored and I just don't want to create because I just don't have the motivation or the inspiration to do so. I have been tapping into the booktube world, and I will be sharing books on my channel. We're going to talk about some books here shortly, but that is just not going to be like my sole focus. I do want to do book content. I also want to do vlogs. I'll share cooking, haul still. I want to get back into favorites, girl, because there's so much stuff that I have been loving and I have not just shared them with you guys, but favorites videos are still some of my most favorite videos to watch, and I know quite a few of you that are here, I believe, still like favorites. Let me know the content that you guys want to see outside of the cleaning motivation, because we always have people that's like, oh, I missed the cleaning videos. Girl, we got it. But what do you want to see moving forward? Because the cleaning videos is just not gonna be it. Okay, so now that we got that out the way, I have been trying to get back on a schedule, waking up at 5 a.m. because my schedule was all the way thrown off last term. Y'all, I was up till like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning finishing papers. It was, listen, last term was hell, but we made it through. So I'm trying to work on getting my body back into some type of routine. This morning I got up and I did an incline walk, and I haven't worked out in like a month and a half, and that's a long time for me. So my body has been extremely sluggish. I haven't been feeling the best, just extremely fatigued. We learned that we are at a higher altitude, honey, and that has really taken over the way that I feel. Just the fatigue, extremely dehydrated, dry skin, my appetite is fluctuating, all the things that go along with that, and didn't even realize that that was a thing until start looking up some stuff, and it is the truth. Altitude is a real thing, girl. That's crazy, the effect that it can take on your body. So I'm trying to get back into a routine slowly but surely, and I know that that is going to take time, but I started today because I'm tired of feeling just so exhausted in the middle of the day. So I know moving my body and being intentional about that is going to help. And there are so many healthy habits that I've learned in 2023 that I'm going to be bringing with me into the new year. So if you guys are interested in healthy habit videos, let me know, because that's something that I'm interested in tapping into. And I will say the things that I do are very consistent. When it comes to healthy habits, I've learned that consistency is key, and keeping it simple to your life, like being simple and realistic to what you can incorporate in your life with the time and the space that you have, is extremely important when it comes down to developing those healthy habits. And of course, one of the biggest healthy habits that I'm going to be taking with me is reading consistently, especially now that I have so much more time on my hands. I did not reach my book goal this year, which was 30 books this year, but that's okay. If you read one book this year, girl, I see you, okay? Because it can be a struggle to find time to do that. And with moving and school, I just could not prioritize reading the way that I wanted to. So I'm going to set my Goodreads a book goal for 30 books again for 2024. Just because I didn't reach it this year, I want to try to reach it next year. And I do believe that that's very realistic. Yeah, I've read 17 of the 30 books so far, and I have 3 books here that I would like to finish, that I have just kind of started but haven't finished before the end of the year, and I think I can do at least 2 of them for sure. So I'm going to share those books with you guys. Let me know what you are reading, and if you were able to accomplish or prioritize any of the things that you wanted to do in 2023. So before we wrap up, I feel like I've already been rambling for a long time, and like I said, I didn't want this video to be too long, but I want to share with you guys the 3 books that I want to get through before the end of the year. Honestly, I've been going back and forth between 2 of these books, but there are 3 that I have started, and I do want to finish them because I'm pretty far into all of them. So the first one, I have not gone back to this book yet, but I really want to finish it. This is 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. Like, y'all, this book is so heavy, and I don't think that a lot of people really touch on how heavy this book is. Definitely need some trigger warnings on this. I was not in the right headspace or emotional space to really indulge in this book the way that I did, and I got pretty far into this, and I just had to put it down after a while because it was just it was too much, and I just ended up reading something that was very light and fluffy. I got all the way to chapter 16, page 170, and I believe it's like 325 pages in here. So I am a good chunk of the way in, but I feel like you definitely have to be in the right headspace for this, because to me, this is, girl, this a lot. And the work is so beautiful. Like, the book is beautifully written, and Tia Williams has a book that's going to be coming out in 2024. So I really want to see how this book wraps up. I will be honest, I'm probably going to be looking to some of my favorite booktubers to review that book before, her new book, before I purchase it, just because I need to know if it's going to be heavy like this. It's probably gonna be a no for me. Everybody and their mama has talked about 7 Days in June. Definitely look it up, but check the trigger warnings because it could be heavy. Now, this one right here, girl, I have been loving this book. I actually purchased this a while ago, and I had to put it down because I got so busy with school. But I am currently on page 209, and y'all, I cannot put this down. This is Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. I believe that's her name. This book is a little mystery, magical realism. It has some grief, loneliness, sadness, all the things. But I have been enjoying this so much. This book is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. It's basically about this lady named Tova. She cleans this aquarium. She's in her, I want to say, late 60s, early 70s, and she develops this relationship with this octopus. And I do believe that somehow this octopus is going to help her figure out what really happened to her son. So I believe that that's where the mystery comes in. But y'all, I cannot put this down. Like, I have been enjoying this book so much. I have about 150 pages left, and if I'm being honest, I want to finish this by tomorrow because I have just been enjoying it that much, so that I can move on to another one of these books and finish it up. But yeah, if you're into something different, again, this is not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I absolutely love the writing. Like, so far, I just want to know what happens. And this is the best part, the octopus has a voice in this story. Like, so he has chapters in the story where he's giving his point of view, which I think is so unique. This right here, I've been enjoying it. If you're into that type of stuff, definitely check it out. And the last book that I've been trying to get through is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. Y'all, I downloaded this on Kindle Unlimited. If you have a Kindle, this book is on Kindle Unlimited. The other two books are not. And if it hadn't been for my Kindle, I would not have gotten as far as I have in this story. I am on page 175. And it is almost 400 pages of this book. I'm ready for this to be over. Like, why is this book 400 pages? I do not know. To me, I find it, a lot of the book, to be a little irrelevant. It talks about politics a lot. It is heavy on the politics. I do not care. I want to know about the love story between the two main characters. One is the first son of the United States, and the other main character is a prince of England, and their worlds collide, and the romance is between them two. And of course, you have supporting members that know what's going on with them. So yeah, it talks about sexuality, it's romance, definitely a diverse read, and there is really good banter, which I enjoy, and that's what's keeping me kind of going in this book. And that's the only reason why I have not DNF'd this. But girl, can we get to it? So I will say I'll probably end up finishing this one first, Tia Williams second, and I'll just keep going back and forth to this whenever I get a moment. So yeah, these are the books that I want to finish reading before the end of the year, especially because I am basically halfway or more than halfway through all of them. All right, girl, I'm going to wrap this video up here because, like I said, I already feel like I have been rambling enough. I want to get this video out this week. Again, I'm not sure if this is going to be my last video for 2023. I do want to share a book haul with you guys. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do that before the end of the year or just do it in the new year. Either way, definitely keep up with what I got going on the community tab, because I'll post there whenever I upload a new video, because I'm not quite sure if everybody is seeing my content, but I do have some new books that I purchased. Again, let me know what content, if you guys are in, what content you guys are interested in moving into the new year, because y'all know, girl, I be listening to y'all. Y'all think I don't be listening to y'all, sis. I be listening to you, friend. But I do know that I am excited to move into the new year, especially when it comes down to content creating again. I just feel like I'm really in a good space to be creative. And again, I have some free time on my hands and I want to occupy that space doing something that I truly enjoy, and I love being on this platform. I love you, best friend. Make sure you are taking care of yourself, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye, friends.